Hey everyone, it's Kenji. I'm going to make some mysterious flavor turkey. So this is leftover turkey. You know, I've been testing Thanksgiving recipes, turkey recipes. So I have all this leftover turkey. So I've been making a lot of leftovers with turkey. This one is a recipe I published on Serious Eats a number of years ago, but I'm just updating a little bit. So mysterious flavor is one of the sort of Sichuan flavor combinations. It combines Sichuan peppercorn for that numbing quality, sesame paste. This is a roasted Chinese sesame paste. You can use tahini. You could even use peanut butter if you really wanted to. Chili oil, vinegar for tartness, soy sauce for umami and salt, and then sugar for sweetness. Those are the sort of basic flavors that go into a mysterious flavor sauce. So if you've ever been to a Chinese restaurant and seen a menu that says, you know, mysterious flavor chicken, mystery demystified, I guess. You can make this dish. I'm doing it with turkey because I have it. It's also sometimes called bang bang chicken. You know, when you bang bang chicken is different from what they have at you know, like P.F. Chang's, where I think bang bang chicken is like a fried chicken thing with like a spicy mayo. Bang bang chicken in Sichuan cuisine is called bang bang chicken because you cook chicken breasts, you poach them, and then you whack them with the side of a knife, and that bang 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 kind of shreds them up. And that's why it's called bang bang chicken. And then those shreds are kind of tossed with this flavorful sauce. I'm going to start with some scallions. So I'm cutting these on a sort of very sharp bias. A couple of them on a very sharp bias, I would say. And then some of them I will just kind of chop up to mix into the salad itself. These ones that are being cut on a bias, I'm going to use as a garnish. Hello, kitty. All right. So for the garnish shallots, scallions, we're going to put them in a bowl with some cold water. And that will, you know, through osmosis, some of that water is going to enter those shallot cells, scallion cells, and cause them to plump up. But because cells are not, because the shallot structure is not symmetrical, some of those cells are going to plump up more than others. And so what ends up happening is that the scallion acts kind of like the bimetal strip inside a thermostat, you know? And so one side stretches more than the other, and that causes the scallion to curl. So you get these nice little scallion curls. All right, the rest of the scallion I'm going to just kind of chop up into pieces like this. This is a really, really simple dish. You know, once you have the sort of basic, the pantry staples, and these are all things that last essentially forever. Once you have the staples, it becomes a really, really quick and easy dish to put together. Get all this in a bowl. This is turkey breast meat. I'm just gonna shred it up. Oh, let me show you how you could potentially bang it if you want. So you can take your turkey like this, put it on your board, get a big cleaver like this. We don't need the skin, and then just kind of whack it until it kind of shreds like that. You see, and that's the sort of banging of bang bang chicken. If you don't have leftover turkey meat, did I mention this already? You could do this with leftover chicken. You could go and get a rotisserie chicken from Costco or wherever you get your rotisserie chicken, and make it with that. It's delicious either way. You know, the sauce is like a really great sort of all-purpose sauce. Yeah, even if you don't have like cooked chicken shredded like this, you know, if your chicken's already, say, sliced, you could take the cold chicken, slice it, take the slices, kind of put them on arrange them on a platter, and then just spoon the sauce over the top and garnish it with scallions, and it's delicious that way. All right, I won't make you watch me shred all this turkey, so I'll come back when this turkey is done shredded, all right? Turkey is shredded. All right, so now I'm going to take some garlic cloves, trim them, give them a whack. Easiest way to mince garlic. Get that garlic in there. And then we will also do it with some ginger. So a few slices of ginger here. We'll also give those a good thwack. Oops. Thwack and a chop. ginger in there too. Okay, now we're going to start making our sauce. So for our sauce, I'm going to start with a mortar and pestle. I'm going to get maybe a teaspoon or so of Sichuan peppercorns in there. That can vary depending on how much you like Sichuan peppercorns and also how strong your Sichuan peppercorns are. So you know your Sichuan peppercorns best and your tongue best. So use what seems like a good amount to you, and you can always add more at the end. And if you don't have dried Sichuan peppercorns like this, you can also use Sichuan peppercorn oil, which is available. All right, and then the rest is real simple. So we'll get a couple tablespoons or so of toasted sesame paste. If you don't have toasted sesame paste, you could use tahini. It doesn't have sort of the roasted aroma of sesame paste. So if you do use tahini, it'll work. But in my book, there's a technique, and actually if you go to the Chinese Cooking Demystified channel, there's a technique for sort of frying tahini paste in a wok until it darkens and you get a really similar flavor. All right, so also a couple tablespoons of, this is Xinjiang vinegar. Any kind of Chinese black vinegar will work. If you don't have that, you could even use something like balsamic, and that'll work. About 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. I would say about 4 tablespoons of chili paste. And then maybe let's start with like about 1 teaspoon, a little more than a teaspoon of sugar. Oh, and finally, I've got this turkey stock. It's gelatinized because it's really good turkey stock and it came out of the fridge, but I think once it hits all those room temperature ingredients, it'll kind of melt down. So a couple tablespoons of that also. And we'll just mix this all up. I'm doing like a little bit of a grind here because I want that sugar to really dissolve nicely. I find, for a thick sauce like this, a mortar and pestle is actually like a superior tool for mixing it all up than a whisk is, because you get all those bits down there and really sort of force them to emulsify and incorporate. So what we're looking for here at the end is a balance between hot, salty, numbing, spice, hot, I said it already, spicy, a little bit sweet, and then tart from the vinegar. And it is really a matter of taste, so you can try it and adjust it how you see fit. I think this could use a little more sugar. I'm also going to add in some pinch of salt and some MSG, tiny bit of MSG. I generally go around a sort of 8-to-1 ratio of salt to MSG. Oh, that's great. The chili crisp, by the way, is from Kari Kari. Local chili crisp company here in Seattle. They make a really good chili crisp. Lots of flavor and not just heat, and tons of crunch. All right, so we're just going to take that dressing and get it on our turkey. I'm also going to add in a sprinkle of black sesame seeds. I'm going to take some of this cilantro. Small stems are fine, the big stems are not. Then we'll give it a chop here. And some of that will go in, and then some I'll save. There's a little garnish for the top. All right, so now we want to get our hands right in there and really kind of mix this all up. And that's essentially it. Let's taste it. So good. All right. So you can serve this, you know, as a side dish. You could like, you know, do it as like a lettuce wrap if you want to do something like that. You could serve it with a side of noodles, serve it with a side of rice. You know, it's a very sort of simple, easy to put together dish for a post-Thanksgiving feast. All right, let's finish it off with some of our, you know, I'll get a little bit more of that chili oil, kind of drizzle it around and on top. Take some of our scallions. Get those on top. See how nice and sort of curly they've become? A little cilantro, get that on top. You could also add something like, you know, like fried shallots would be nice in here. Peanuts would be nice in there as like a little crunchy element. But I'm keeping it pretty simple today. And finally, a few more of those black sesame seeds. I'm gonna re-oil my Sichuan chili oil. Oops. There's so much debris in these cutty things that I often forget to stir before I start. And so I just add a little bit more roasted rapeseed oil into it. And it's like I bought 2 jars. All right, let's do one last little drizzle of this. All right, and there we are. Let's give it a taste, huh? I don't know why I'm blowing it. I love it. That black vinegar, man. That chili paste, man. That's sesame paste. Lady. All right. Mysterious flavor turkey. Great way to make use of your turkey leftovers, or your rotisserie chicken or whatever you got, okay? Guys, gals, non-binary pals. See you later.